Hey everyone, Pepperville 2 Gaming here. Going to do a couple of the side missions here in Hogwarts Legacy. First, before I do that, I am going to pick up more of the mallowsweet leaves. You can actually find this in Hogsmeade. There's actually a place across this bridge. I'll show you here on the map. It's kind of off in the corner here. And it is called the Magic Neat. They do have some limited supplies over there. I am actually completely out and want to kind of finish a couple more of those to increase my inventory slots.
Oh, it's you! What a pleasant surprise.
And here, he does have a couple of them that'll at least
Now,
get me
you let me know if there's anything else I can help you with.
2 different trials. And they go in sets as far as how many you have to do to unlock more of your inventory slots. I think the first one is you just have to do 2, and then you have to do 4 more, and then you have to do 6, so on and so forth until you complete all the trials. Now, the quest I am about to do has to do... Let me see if I can pull that up here. There was a lady I kind of met in one of the towns in the far south, and she wants me to kind of check out this mysterious statue. So on the map, there are these what's called flue flames. That's these areas right here that are highlighted in green. That means I've actually found them. If I go to the actual world map down here, you can see I have a few of these up actually ready to go as far as fast travel, and then the ones that are grayed out I don't have quite yet. So there are, as you can see, 3 Merlin trials here. I may try to actually knock a couple of those out just since they're right here. And they're all somewhat similar, I would say. So this I can already tell if I do Revelio. These are actually some for the Merlin trial. I can tell you right now. And it's probably... let's go ahead and try this one, to be honest. So there is sometimes a time limit on what you'll have to do. Sometimes there's just simply getting all of them. So I think this would be pretty easy. Let's go ahead and try this real quick. So that symbol, basically, if you're walking around in the actual open world, that would be the symbol that you're going to notice on the map. It's just that leaf that's in the center there. Not too terribly difficult. So if I do Revelio, and I do actually have that in your talent portion. Let me show you that actually really quick. Eventually you'll get these talent points, and one thing I was actually able to do, you can kind of pick certain ones. They have to be kind of careful. That's why I've saved. I do have 5 available, but I am kind of saving them because there are a limited number. You're not going to be able to update or upgrade every single one of these items. But one of the items that you can actually upgrade is your Revelio and the range at which you can reveal things on the map. So it's very, very useful. So this Merlin trial is, as you can see, there's an orb over there. Usually it's just simply finding all of these orbs. So let's go ahead, and I believe, if I remember correctly, it is... Oh, I actually changed. So I need to do something real quick. I was doing the beast mission, and it had me switch to the brush and like feeding these beasts. Kind of really, I don't know, kind of not very important in my opinion. And then I usually do this lift spell over here. So what that does is that allows me to illuminate. There's a pull spell, basically the lifting spell, and then a fire spell. That's a good kind of blend of spells that can kind of help you when you are kind of out there in combat. So there is one. So this one is going to be just a simple finding all of these and breaking them. So this is not going to be too difficult. Some of them are timed where you actually have to like run as fast as you can and get them in a certain order and things like that. So this is actually one of the better ones in my opinion.
Revelio.
And I believe, was that down here? I was just over somewhere, and there's actually a chest over here as well. Those blue locks I'll show you in a second too. That's actually a skill you'll get later on. You'll be able to pick locks And then as you find these statues, you get level 1 kind of unlocked, and then you'll find these statues for this guy, and you'll be able to unlock level 2, level 3, so on and so forth. Now, sometimes in the middle of these, I always collect these. These are kind of ingredients for different potions and things like that, so it's always good to kind of pick those up. Now, the item I just picked up there, that's the diamond ensemble. You'll get various kind of outfits and upgrades on your armor. And it had a down arrow and it was red. That means it's actually worse than what I currently have equipped. If it was a green arrow and it was up,
Revelio.
an up green arrow, basically, that would actually indicate that it is better. So, all right, so this is where we started the trial. So let's go from here. I know I had seen, I think there's some over here. I just saw blue. No, that may be the locks. Okay. So I broke those 3. There was some over here. That might be another lock too. Let's go ahead and see.
Revelio.
Oh, this one you can just walk right in. That's kind of nice. Okay. These chests, it really depends. Sometimes they have some good stuff. Sometimes they don't. I am level 22, and the quest that I'm currently on is a level 15. So there's a possibility that a lot of the things I'm going to find are actually only maybe level 15 to 18. There is, looks like there's some actual, there's like balloons down here, but I'm not going to need those. Oh, you know what? I think there is actually a trial for the flying, like, there's like the race on your broomstick, and that is actually one of the trials, is to pop those balloons. And that's actually, no, now that I'm thinking about it, that's actually not a bad idea. If I hit L1 and circle on the PS5, that's what I'm playing on, you can actually use your broom, and maybe that would actually, you can actually use Revelio on your broom, and sometimes you can actually get a better vantage point. So let's see if we can find the rest of those towers. Yep, here they are. If you hold down L2 and R2 at the same time, that's kind of like the fastest way to move on your broomstick. One of them is kind of like a half speed. So there's the Merlin trial right there. So that's 4 of 6. It's pretty much the same animation every time you beat one of these, like kind of a figure, a visual of Merlin kind of shows up. Now 4 of 6, I believe I need 6 of 6 at this point to be able to get the upgrade to my gear, which I currently have 20 slots. And I tell you, you run out of those stuff really, really quickly. And there's nothing worse than being like out in the middle of like a battle or something where you're not like near a town or something like that. And it's just kind of inconvenient to go back to town at that particular point. And then you got to sit there and you got one way to kind of free up inventory is you can like destroy things, but it kind of sucks because you could sell that and you have more money for potions or like items later on. So you kind of, I don't know. Here is actually a trader. So you know what? While we're here, let's go ahead and get rid of some of this gear.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, hello. The name is Porrick Haggerty, and this is my shop. What may I help you with?
I'd like to ask you about your shop, if you don't mind.
Certainly, that'd be fine. What would you like to know?
So there's some optional dialogue that I can do. I'm just going to go ahead and look at his wares.
What can I help you with today?
So he sells various things. Looks like he sells, I don't actually know what these are. Puffin. These might be for like different potions or something like that. I'm not really needing any of that right now. So what I'm going to do, as you can see, if you look kind of over where it says offense, so those are gray Quidditch gloves. These are actually worse. It says 36 and a down arrow. So I'm going to go ahead and sell these. It's pretty standard across the board. All blue items are going to sell for 90. coin.
good luck
All the
for
green
me.
items are going to
Stop
sell
by
for
today.
60 coins. And then the legendaries, I can't remember, is that 200? And then the purple items. Every single one of these are pretty much standard, so I can go ahead and free up quite a bit, actually. I've been saving these legendaries because I'm not actually sure if once the trait slots are completely full, if it does some crazy like bonus,
Glad you
and it's
were
actually
able
better
to
to keep.
stop
So I've been
by.
keeping those lately, but at least we freed up about 5 slots or so. So that'll kind of help if we're kind of in the middle of that. So here's another Merlin trial. I'm gonna go ahead and skip that one for now.
What do you have in store for me this time?
And like I said, so if you're kind of stopped, so there's kind of like half speed, and then if you hit R2 and L2, that's kind of like the full
This
fastest
looks like the
speed you
statue
can go.
Madame
So.
Twiddle mentioned.
I don't activate the statue, so I don't know. Do I have to destroy these?
Why are there so many vases around here?
Okay, that's one. Okay.
I suppose I should try to find all the vases.
You know, it's a pet peeve of mine. I don't know about anybody else. I absolutely hate when people pronounce that vase. I don't know. Just I don't know. I say vase, but.
I think there should only be a few more vases.
One right here. And I bet...
Revelio.
I don't know if Revelio would actually help. Yep, it does. Okay, so they're highlighted in blue over here, so that'll make that a little easier. I tell you, Revelio almost is probably the most important spell in this game, just to be able to find everything.
Revelio.
17. Here's one on its side. And then okay, there's the last two. So there's one actually I missed over here. How did I miss this one?
I'm nearly finished. One more vase.
That one may be on the outside over here. Let's see. Yeah. Okay.
That's it. I should tell Madame Twiddle about what happened.
So on the map here, if you look up to, I guess what would be south on this particular thing, but to the north if you're looking at it from our perspective, but there's actually a couple enemies down here, and I am going to fight them here in just a second, but I want to look at this statue. I don't know, it just seemed like, so we activated it, and it kind of underwhelming. All I had to do was break some vases, but whatever. I'm going to see if there's anything else here. Oh, it's a battle arena. Okay, that's... Let's try it. I don't even know what that is. Now, there is no multiplayer in this game, so this would be just computer AI enemies. So there would be no players or anything like that. Thought I was gonna be able to get it in time. So anytime you see that symbol above my head, either sometimes it's red, sometimes it's blue. There's different colors depending on what kind of spell they're actually gonna use. If you can roll out of the way whenever that is above you, you can pretty much avoid a lot of the attacks. So. And these trolls typically will attack in like 2 or 3s. So you usually want to dodge at least a couple of times just to get out of the way. Now they can actually kind of end up... yeah, so he's down. He actually ran into the wall, basically. You can usually get some good hits off while he's down. And then I usually cast... I mean, this normal spell, but as you can see, it takes a little bit of time for some of these spells to charge. So I usually do that. Do my basic spell until one of my more powerful skills are ready. So you can see that time above my head, that was a yellow attack. Ooh, I don't know how I dodged that, but I did. I thought I was going to be able to get him before that. So there's that. Defeat the troll.
Rest easy, my large
Wave
friend.
1 complete. Okay, so we have more. Is it all trolls? I have to defeat 5. Oh. Now this L1, R1 is your like most powerful attack. Let's see here. So this gets tricky when there's so many of these. You tend to roll around a lot trying to get out of them. But it's kind of nice in a way because your fire spell does kind of a ring attack. You can usually get quite a few of them at once.
Incendio. Incendio.
Alright. Now the bad thing is I only have one potion. One healing potion. Now this one, it sounds like I can hear some humans in the background. I'm going to focus on this spider. This sounds like almost everybody is here as far as all the different enemies. Now, a lot of times they'll drop these little crystals, as you can kind of see, and sometimes they'll actually heal you a little bit, which is kind of nice. Or it just that L1 R1 attack I was telling you about, that's actually like an ancient spell. That's kind of the whole premise of the game, is you know how to use that. And so that recharges that ancient spell meter, so to speak, those little crystals I was talking about. So sometimes I like to go ahead and do that. So I keep seeing an R1 appear on him, and I think that is I can actually disarm him, if I remember correctly. It's one of the spells I had. Ooh. That was my last healing potion, so...
Incendio.
Okay, so when he's getting ready to attack, I think I can actually disarm him. I'm going to see if I can try and do that.
Levioso.
So you'll notice like the Levioso and the pole spells don't work on these bigger enemies.
Incendio.
This is, not going to lie, this is kind of tough. Alright. I think I might have bit off just a little bit more than I chew. I was not quick enough on that one.
Incendio.
I was trying to... I might not be able to get this one done. Let me see. I don't want to waste that ancient spell because that's it's usually a one-hit KO. So I want to do it on the most powerful enemy here. As you can see, that almost killed him. Ooh, I am almost dead. I've got like one hit left. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. I should have went in with more healing potions. If I had another healing potion, I think I would have been able to do it.
It's the student from the town.
Incendio.
There we go. That'll buy me some time. Now there is sometimes there's like some objects. I used a lot of them on the troll there, but
Incendio.
there are usually some objects you can actually throw at the enemies, which kind of help. So there's 2 down. Oh boy. So that did heal. I got some crystals that actually were able to heal me. You got to watch out for these spiders because they'll dig underground and then they come up and pop up. And a lot of times they can kill you based on that. So I don't know how I was able to get that wave complete. I kind of...
Shame you're so
wow.
foul.
Pull that out of nowhere. So. Oh, there's another wave. Oh my goodness. I wonder if you go until you die, kind of a thing. That's like how this goes. And I don't know. Oh my gosh, there's a troll on top of it. Oh my gosh, okay. And some spiders. Oh boy. He got me. Oh, I meant to hit that. I think he got me on that one. Okay. So I'll return. I don't have enough healing potions, that's clear. So I'm gonna need at least probably 10 to do that challenge. So, but that was interesting. Okay, so now I know there's quite a few. It sounded like when it looked on the when it showed that I actually kind of failed that last one, that last wave, it made it seem like I only had a minute left to survive. So I don't know if it's like a timed thing, but okay. So I think this lady is actually back here, and it might, I thought there was another quick, it might not be a bad idea. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this since I'm already kind of like halfway there, like the Bon Jovi song. I'm halfway there. Once you get the broomstick in this game, it makes traveling to these flue flames and just really anywhere in general much
Looks
easier.
rather
obviously.
dark in there. Never stopped me before.
And you don't actually have to get off of your
travel broadens the
broomstick
mind.
to actually get that, which to get these flue flames activated, which is kind of nice. So at this point, I am going to go ahead and travel to this one. I wonder if I can talk to them on my...
I should investigate.
I was going to try to talk to her on my broomstick, but I think, yeah, this is the lady. This is kind of funny because she looks like a very stereotypical witch, in my opinion. So.
Mrs. Twiddle, your husband was right. The statue was part of a puzzle.
Oh, really? How exciting!
Yes, I had to destroy a number of large vases, and that seemed to activate some sort of charm on the statue.
Well done. Oh, I miss having someone like you around with a thirst for knowledge and a quick mind. Well, my curiosity has been satisfied. Thank you for that. Who knows what I'll encounter on my next constitutional?
On my next
Oh,
constitutional.
my husband would be so pleased to know he was right about that statue.
So typically you'll get some XP. Sometimes you'll get a piece of gear for unlocking these. Sometimes you actually get a new spell. So sometimes, a lot of times these optional quests, the ones that are in gray, so you can kind of, I'll show you this really quick. It'll be on your quest list. The ones in gold, which I believe is this one, yeah, learn a new spell. So that one, you typically will learn a new spell or something like that, and then the optional ones are typically like gear or something like that. So I think that's going to do it for this video, just kind of showing some random things in the game. But as always, thank you for watching, and until next time.